Hi, I'm making a video for O2 sensor replacement for a 2004 Honda Pilot. I've had this for over 10 years and it has 337,000 miles. So having a well-maintained car is a testament to how these cars could practically last forever. Uh, Maintained this with a lot of help from YouTube videos. So since I couldn't find a replacement for the O2, probably this will be like a way of giving back. All right, 04 Honda Pilot LX trim, 2004, uh, pretty much standard for the 03, 04, 05, but from what I've seen, the placement of the O2 sensor and the wiring kind of changes from model to model. So this is specific to the 2004. It may be similar to some of the other models, and we'll start. Basic is remove the top shroud for the overhead, and then I don't know if you would be able to see this clearly. That will be connected to your O2 sensor, which is from some of the other models was a little bit more difficult to reach, but this particular one, the wiring is the one that's a little bit more difficult to snake around. Let me pause the video and we'll continue. So this is a much clearer view of the connector. It's behind the firewall, right after the hoses and the overhead. So that one right there. So firewall, the steering hoses, all the other hoses in the back, and that particular connector right there. Hi, I was reviewing the video earlier, and I think I wasn't very clear on the location of the upstream one. As you can see, there's two connectors here. One is a big one, and right beside it is a smaller one. It's right there. It's the smaller one. This is where the O2 sensor connects. Not this one, but this one, because I couldn't take a good picture of it, the video of it earlier, because part of the hose was obstructing it. But yeah, this is where the O2 sensor disconnects. Not this one, but the smaller one, just to clarify. And as for the downstream O2 sensor, it's a little bit more accessible compared to that one, which is also mounted on the firewall right there, just right underneath the, I would assume to be the, yeah, it's the AC line, and basically that's right there. It's right mounted straight directly to the firewall. So parts you need to properly install your O2 sensor: an O2 puller. I prefer this one because this one doesn't open up and put under stress. This breaker bar, it's great for O2 sensors that are, lack of a better word, seized up or basically welded to the practically welded to the cats. And then of course a suitable OE style sensor. I have a very good mechanic that works solely for Honda, and he said to stick with like Denso NGKs, which are manufacturer spec. So I picked up Denso, and for this particular replacement, I chose to replace both, which is the upstream and the downstream. And these are the part numbers for it, specifically to the 2004 Honda Pilot. It may or may not be applicable to other models, but I did my uh, research on it, and consensus was these two are the most popular models for it, or the most suitable replacement for it, I should say. And these cannot be interchanged because, as you can see, they look similar in size and length and everything, but only difference is one is a male and one is a female. Once you remove the upstream or downstream sensor, you will be able to determine which one it is that you need to replace it. So continuing on, for the O2 sensor replacement, it will be best if you can put the truck on ramps. It will give you more space to work with. But first, before you do that, make sure, which I've already done, make sure that you at least break the what do you call this? The oxygen sensor off where it's mounted, so you don't have to shake the car violently while it's on ramps. This particular one, it was not very difficult. With proper tools, like I said, it would make it relatively easy. And so this particular one, the downstream is just right here. Just basically very, very accessible. And the upstream, it's just right there. The only thing that will make the upstream replacement difficult will be how it's gonna get snaked back in through there to reach to the top side where the firewall is. But if you actually look at it, it's very doable. It's just I have very big hands, so it comes to a little bit more challenging, but it's a doable project. Other than that, I will show you the next part of it would be just showing you when it's in. So once you've managed to take off this connector, this connector from that, there's a tab behind it that slides it off from where it's mounted. I'm gonna put down the camera and just slide it off, but that's just a helpful hint that that thing is not screwed in or anything like that. There's a little tab. So let me show you on the new sensor, the O2 sensor. This is a new upstream. If you open up the new connectors, there's this tab right here that locks it into place. So basically it's facing like this right now on the car, and right where it slides, that's that tab right there. That when pressed, you pull it down and it will release it from the mount. So now I have replaced the O2 sensor upstream. First, it's hand tightened, and make sure that you add the anti-seizure grease on the threads, which I've already done, and torque wrench, which I forgot to mention earlier. Torque wrench to torque the O2 sensor at 33 foot-pounds as per manufacturer's recommendation. Other than that, it's pretty much the same thing going and doing the downstream, which is just right down there. And hope this video helped, and you have a good day.